My name is Holiness Houedegnon, and this is my story. I was born in Benin, which is a country in West Africa. In Benin, many women are forced into female genital circumcision.
Female circumcision refers to the practice of cutting or removing parts of the female genitalia. Although common in some cultures, it can have lifelong detrimental side effects, and as a result it is widely regarded as a harmful practice and is illegal in many countries.
My parents sent me to live with family in the United States so I wouldn't have to experience that. When I came here, I didn't speak English. I had to work every day without being paid. I was barely allowed to go to school, and I often felt discouraged, like I'll never belong here. My family would tell me that I was worthless and that I'll never amount to anything. They didn't know that my uncle was raping me for months. And when I told them, they didn't believe me. Back then, I was having a lot of suicidal thoughts. I told a teacher at school who helped me find a shelter to stay in. I was 15 years old. I was ashamed. I felt like no one would ever want to marry me because I was not a virgin. When DCFS got involved, they put me in a house with a French-speaking family because I didn't know how to speak much English. Even though we spoke the same language, that family didn't treat me like a family. I talked to my caseworker who found me a different home, and I lived there for years. My new foster mom helped me get enrolled with DCFS Youth in College program. She also kicked me out of her house just before I graduated high school because I didn't want to give her the EBT full stamp card. For a few months, I lived with the old woman right before she had to move into assisted living home. This was right before I left to attend Southern Illinois University in Carbondale. My first year in college was filled with a mix of emotion and challenges. When the school year ended, my caseworker found a home for me to live in for the summer. In this house, there was a lot of new rules, like when I was allowed to flush the toilet. I didn't have anywhere to put my clothes. I didn't have a way to get myself food because the nearest grocery store was far beyond where I could walk to. Once again, I spoke up and told my caseworker I wanted to move somewhere I felt more comfortable, somewhere I felt I needed and deserved. Eventually, my caseworker told me they found a home where I could stay for the summer. I later found out they found this home for me because of a Facebook post. I lived with them on school break that next year and was accepted into the sonography program at school. The next summer, I found out about the Find Your Future internship program, which I applied for and was accepted. I spent the summer caring for two little boys with medical and behavioral special needs who were also in foster care. My junior year, I applied and was accepted to work as a resident assistant at college, and I landed a place on the dean's list. I joined the Sigma Gamma sorority and have met some of my greatest and most supportive sisters. The next summer, I was again accepted for the Find Your Future Summer Internship Program. I served at Illuminating Strategies. I learned about improving efficiency in the workplace, earned my Green Belt certificate in Lean Six Sigma, and completed my project on how to help older youth have a successful first year in college. In May 2025, I graduated with cum laude on the Dean's List at Southern Illinois University. I was voted the most supportive Black woman on campus and the best dancer. As I look back, I realize it's easy to forget all that I have been through. I have been away from my biological family for 6 years. For years, I was moved from foster home to foster home. I have gained and lost family throughout this journey. I have gained and lost friends. As I transition into this new chapter of my life, To the staff and leaders at DCFS, thank you for all you do to provide youth with the resources we need to be successful in life. For youth in DCFS care, please do not be afraid or ashamed to ask questions when you are unsure about something. Use your voice and be confident. If you do not feel safe, talk to an adult you trust. I have been in your shoes. Do not give up. Put your faith in God or whatever you believe in. At the end of the day, do the right thing to make things better for others.